Act like y'all played 6 games in 6 days. Y'all recovered yet?
Yeah, I believe we are. I felt like we were just as good on Sunday as we were on Tuesday, in my opinion. But I agree we need some rest on our legs before we make the road to Tallahassee. But I think these practices this week won't be that bad, so I think we'll be fine by the time we get there.
This week, are y'all happy to be resting, or is it just kind of, all right, let's get out there and play?
Yeah, it is kind of different, practicing instead of playing the whole week in a row like we did last week. So it's kind of trying to get back used to it again. Because, going to the field every day and playing was fun, and then now coming back and practicing, it's not as fun as playing, but we still got to get it done before we go to Tallahassee.
I know we've seen Sanford can hit the ball a lot. I guess what do you know about them?
We hadn't even studied them yet. I know we're going to do some video and stuff on them today, so I don't really know much about them. I know they got some guys with 20-plus home runs and stuff like that, so I know they can swing it really well. So I think that matches up with us really well, because I know we can pitch really well, so we just need to score some runs and keep them from scoring, keep our earned run down like we have been.
I know this is farther in the future, but do you know much about Florida State or UAB at all, just from keeping up during the season?
No, not really. I know Florida State's got some really good guys on our team. They would be the #3 national seed overall, of course. But other than that, I don't know anything much about them. I know their park's pretty small to right, so we got to be aware of that.
Talk a little bit about Mitch Slaughter, and were you expecting him at some point to just maybe take a game off last week, and he never did?
I would have never blamed him if he would have. After catching 6 days in a row, he had to have been tired, but he never did. He kept battling for us each and every day. He came out there and worked just as hard on Sunday as he did on Tuesday. And so, what he did for us was amazing, and I couldn't be more proud of how he did it for us. And just, if he wanted to take a day off last week, nobody could have blamed him if he wanted to, but he never did.
What makes, he was talking about the rapport with the pitchers and how important that is. What makes him a good receiver back there? How's that relationship been built, I guess?
Just being able to, make our pitches that they might be a little outside or a little down. He can make them look like strikes for us, and just knowing what pitch to call and what time of the game, is huge for us. That way we don't have to shake off and get to it. We're always on the same pace and the same, the mindset, I guess, and that's just big. You keep rolling and get into a little groove instead of having to, take time in between each pitch.
You had Wes Thigpen was pretty good back there for a couple of years, and Mitch comes in as a JUCO guy, and it seems like he just builds up this rapport just almost in no time. How do you do that?
Right, Wes, he learned us like the back of his hand before he left, and when we left, that was the part we knew we were going to struggle with, having somebody replace him, because he was kind of like Mitch. He caught just about every game that we played, for the 2 years that he was here, and so. But Mitch stepped right in and did a great job. He had meetings with us and learned us, and that was big for us, and just because I think that's one of the biggest factors that the success our pitching staff has had is how much work Mitch has put into getting to know us and knowing how to catch us.